At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here. Evades the tackler, and now some space. 30, the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
It's a gain of 20. That's good. Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
56. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Jim, 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 Jim. Trump. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I'm coming after you. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They snap it to Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They'll throw again, Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Baron Browning charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Here's Gordon. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On first down, Gordon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Bridgewater on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Second and 16. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play fake. Bridgewater. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Forced out to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. The kick by McManus is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd and 2, Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Daniels on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And down to the 19-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing now is Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the 1st, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the 1st down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Here's Murray from midfield, sliding out of the pocket. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 40 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. These two teams all tied after one.
Score time 7-7.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Two yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there, now third and 14. Now it's Rodgers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
A first down for Connor and then some. And down right around the 37. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Right back to Connor here on first. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down now, it's Connor down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Play action. Now it's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Packers 17, Cardinals 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Moore now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Murray now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out. And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they? And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. There's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Play fake. Murray. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive. Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something? Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray going to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Ertz has it left side. Touchdown! Zach Ertz! As the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Packers 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
Yeah, they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
And Chris Barnes there on the stop. Second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. To throw is Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Conner. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And the timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. Gets through and now an opening. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cards have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
they'll get this down to the 10. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Cardinals 28, Packers 24.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Hits Murray. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Just a 6-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they work this out past the 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. Jones, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its heel, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This
NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First down, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3 yards remain for second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills?
Pass.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch, All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Second and 10.
To throw, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Brady again. Oh, Gronkowski with a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Eluding, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Back to throw. Brady, throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Succop's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A huge play there for Arizona. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First carry for James Conner, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Conner. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. They'll look to run with Conner, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner taking it in from a yard out, and the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Fournette, a first down carry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Check 25, check 25. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike 9, Word. We gotta get tonight. Mike over there.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
That's what I do. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Brady. He'll drop this off for Bernard. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. In your face.
Here's Brady to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Johnson there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Murray rolling to his right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape. Absolutely,
and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, check it. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Throwing again on second down. Brady steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Brady now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Giovanni Bernard there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Succop for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. Here's a diving catch right side, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers 47-yard line.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Ertz has it left side. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Murray. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. He's to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Connor, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Brady now on first down. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 9, Mike 9. Hey, ball 66. Mike 9, Mike 9. Where? Bang out.
Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Murray off play action. He's going to look deep for more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
On first down, Brady. And this one is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Watch the pass. No, 66.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
A first down for Connor and then some. And all the way up to the 46.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. This is Connor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a third and 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
To throw is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw, Brady.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Leonard Fournette. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter.